The CPD and the Civilian Office of Police Accountability released these videos earlier this morning, and it's been nearly a month since the actual incident occurred. Anthony Alvarez's family members say they are, of course, overcome with grief. Amanda Vinicky joins us now from outside the CPD headquarters. Amanda, what are we hearing from the family? What are they saying?
Well, yes, Brandis, Anthony Alvarez, as you noted, 22 years old, died March 31st. And by the way, that was just 2 days after a Chicago police officer shot and killed 13-year-old Adam Toledo. And in a statement released by attorneys representing the Alvarez family, they say they want to realize that Anthony Alvarez was more than a victim of a police shooting. He had just bought a new car. He was a great soccer player, but instead of pursuing that, he went to work at a local meat packing plant upon learning that his girlfriend was pregnant. And they do say that he was a doting father of his now 2-year-old girl. I can't believe he is gone. I really miss my son. I just want some answers. Why did they do this to Anthony? His father asks in a statement. Now, among those questions that the family is asking, what provoked police to chase Alvarez in the first place? We got few answers today from Chicago Police Superintendent David Brown, who says that he can't say much due to this being an ongoing investigation.
I have to stay non-opinionated on facts until I get that complete investigation. It's really important.
He says it's important for the sake of transparency and because he will ultimately have to decide whether COPA's decision on whether the officer who fired that trio of shots, that's Evan Solano, whether Solano was justified in his actions that night on March 31st. While we did not get many answers from Brown, Mayor Lori Lightfoot this morning indicated that this followed some sort of minor traffic offense,
where a minor traffic offense results in someone being shot and killed. That's not acceptable to me, and it shouldn't be acceptable to anyone. And again, this shooting involved a foot chase. The department is making progress on my directive to revise the foot chase policy.
There had also been an on-foot pursuit leading to the fatal shooting of Adam Toledo. The mayor afterward called on the CPD to get a foot chase policy enacted by this summer. Now, CPD Chief Brown says that the department is working diligently on that, having conversations with the consent decree independent monitor, with the community, and that he hopes to rule out that new policy within weeks.
We are obviously proceeding with a sense of urgency as it relates to foot pursuit policies, and to highlight, obviously, the dangers, not only to officers, the general public, and offenders fleeing. So it really is important for us to get it right.
In a statement responding to the video, the ACLU of Illinois said the lack of meaningful police reform in Chicago is not only costing the city lives, but also taking a psychological toll on communities of color. The city must abandon the current snail's pace of police reform and become serious about making real changes that serve all neighborhoods. Now, that video has likewise intensified calls from other advocates for change, including a group of Latino attorneys and legal organizations that are seeking the Department of Justice, the U.S. DOJ, to investigate Toledo's death. Attorney Arturo Regi says this was another heartbreaking, needless tragedy, and he says that this is caused after a pattern of disinvestment in Latino communities.
We cannot allow the Chicago Police Department to investigate itself because it has not worked in the past and it's not going to work in the future. We need transparency. We need to establish trust between the Latino community and the police department.
The shooting of Alvarez was not justified, he says, noting that Anthony Alvarez was fleeing, that his back was turned when he was shot. And he points out that in the video, when you hear Alvarez in his dying words asking why he was shot, the officer responds, "Because you had a gun."
And if that's going to be the standard by which cops in Chicago are going to be shooting anyone that has a gun, then I think the NRA needs to send out an immediate notice to their members and say, look, you might want to leave your gun at home. Don't go out there with your gun because you're going to get shot if you're carrying a gun in the city of Chicago.
Now, Alderman Ariel Rebrez represents the part of Portage Park where the shooting took place, and he says nobody wants to see someone killed. And he says all officials, yes, including the mayor, are working to prevent situations like these. He says he is going to wait for that investigation by COPA to play out.
But every situation is different. You cannot say, well, if we would have done this, this wouldn't have happened. I can't speak for that, because a police officer is trained, a police officer is looking out for all the lives, everyone's lives, including theyrs.
Now, relatives, friends, activists, neighbors held a vigil for Anthony Alvarez last Friday. Rebrez says that beforehand, he went door to door along the block where the shooting took place.
Some came out, some spoke to you, some didn't. Others didn't answer. You know, they're in shock, rightfully so.
He places a large portion of the blame on the proliferation of guns coming in from neighboring Indiana.
That's where the problem lies. I think Congress needs to do something. They need to do something fast about that. It doesn't answer for everything, but that's something that's been talked about, but nothing has been done.
He, the mayor, as well as the Alvarez family have said that if there are to be any demonstrations or protests in the name of Alvarez, they plead really that they be peaceful. Now, the Alvarez family also saying that it does have faith that COPA and the Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx will investigate this situation thoroughly, but they also say that they are demanding answers to those outstanding questions. Brandis, back to you.
Amanda, thank you.